So we have with us a very special player. I mean, he has played for Mumbai around 68 games, if I am not wrong.
Yes.
You have close to 2000 runs. You have more than 130 wickets. So obviously you are a prolific all-rounder of Mumbai. And you have also represented India in tests and ODIs. So welcome Suru Nayak.
Thank you.
We want our viewers to know something about you. Can you take us through this journey?
Well, this is all the memorabilia which I have collected during my playing days, as well as Sujit and Sanket also has some trophies over here. Yes, I don't have any memorabilia of playing for Mumbai, but that it wasn't a tradition then. We only got a little plaques wherever we played. Rest of the things, playing in England, league cricket for last 10, 12 years, 13 years, yes, county, yes, league cricket.
Okay.
So
for almost a decade.
Yes, 13 years, 14 years in fact, and that is
all-rounder.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Yeah. And used to bowl 25 overs in a 50-over game. Start with medium pace and then bowl 15 overs on leg spin bowling, and then come and bat and win the game for the club. So it was a good experience, very heartening, and this is how you honed your skills, and that's how you kept on playing for Mumbai for ages.
And you almost played for more than a decade for Mumbai. So what have been your most memorable matches or the toughest matches, high pressure matches?
Well, toughest matches have always been the West and the North Zone teams. Correct. Because other zones didn't. South Zone did have a good team, but the state teams, especially Mumbai and Bombay and Delhi, we always contested well. Correct. And quite a few matches went to the wire, and it was terrific, a contest where both the teams had solid players who played for India for many years, and those are the very great memories. For Mumbai, yes, quite a few. My debut for Mumbai was 10-wicket haul, 5 in each innings.
10-wicket haul on your debut?
Yes, on my debut.
This is the stories our viewers need to know.
Yeah. So that was my debut for Mumbai against Gujarat at Valsad. Milind Rege was the captain then.
Can I interrupt? Karsan Gowri used to be must be your opponent.
Yes. Karsan was busy earlier with the Indian team, so he didn't play initially. But later on, when he got, he didn't play for India, he always played for Bombay. And
he also played somewhere in Gujarat, right?
Yeah, I'll tell you a nice anecdote. Karsan was playing for Saurashtra that time, and Bombay, I didn't play that game. Bombay was playing Saurashtra on a matting wicket. And this is where Ashok and everybody, Sunil and all, watched him on a matting wicket. He was, unplayable. So
very fast.
Very quick. So on a matting wicket. So Ashok and all played a ploy saying that, "Arey, every year thodi isko khelna hai." So we told him, "Why don't you come to Bombay?"
Yes.
And that's how he came to Bombay.
So initially he played Saurashtra. Then he came to Bombay.
Yes. And he played, yeoman years, great service. I haven't seen.
He has more than 600 wickets in domestic.
Yes, I haven't seen Karsan saying no to bowling. Whether it was Nirlon, whether it was Nirlon, his club teams, correct. Bombay, anytime. Correct. And what were the fitness levels? Very poor correct. Fitness level. We used to just run. Correct. All these. Running, 20 minutes running, 25 minutes running. That was the. No, nothing. We had a masseur called Mac Edekar. He was a Mr. Mumbai Shri. Correct. And he was quite old, we passed his 60 years. And he used to travel with the Bombay team, and he used to just give us a massage,
Correct. So, which players you still remember from your Mumbai squad, from your India squad? Which are the players you have had the most, the best times with?
I remember each and everybody. Each and everybody, because
Can you tell us a few traits about some players, some interesting traits?
My interesting traits, we had a Sunday club. I don't think that sort of event happens now. And during a Sunday club, the captain or whoever is the chairman of that club used to give us, attires. And to bring those attires, like if you someday I was a woman, a girl, so bring lipstick and all these underclothes and everything was a tough job. So it was fun, but
It was fun. And I think, can you tell us, though we remember you played for India, but can you tell us who were your teammates back then in India during your stint?
Yes, everybody, Ravi used to open, then Pranav Roy was there, Vishy was there, Kapil was there, Kirmani, Vengswaka, Sunil. These are the top players. Madan Lal.
And you looked up to which players?
I mean everybody, everybody. In fact, 1977, I tell you, that was my first overseas trip to Nairobi, and on that trip, Tiger Patodi was the captain, and everybody was there. Even Kapil's first tour, and we had a great time. I mean, just looking at those huge players, like a Gavaskar or a Vishwanath. I never saw them at that distance earlier, and that was the first trip where I watched them so closely. Vengsakar, Yajuvendra Singh, so many cricketers were there.
Yes.
And then I rubbed shoulders with them later on, which was very fascinating.
So, sir, can you tell us something? Today's generation, obviously white ball cricket is fantastic, no doubts about that. But again, red ball is equally important. So, and you guys have grown up playing red ball. So, what is that one importance you want to tell to the young kids about the red ball cricket? The sanctity of red ball cricket.
I mean, red ball cricket is the cricket. You've seen the last Test match between Australia and England. What happened in that red ball cricket? It was such a fascinating game of cricket. One man can change everything.
Correct.
Nowadays there was no white ball. Barely in the later half of my season, we played some white ball cricket. But those balls were really different balls.
Correct.
Now the quality of ball, white ball cricket is different. Red ball is red ball cricket. Terrific.
And there are a lot of virtues you get to learn.
The nuances of the game, cricket game, you must learn during the white ball cricket. Red ball cricket. How to swing, how to play the swinging ball, all these things, it is a must. First improve your red ball cricket and then you can play, white ball cricket.
So you agree that red ball is the school of cricket?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Without having an experience in red ball cricket, you can't, it's very difficult to be a successful cricketer.
Yes, Test cricket the ultimate, I'll tell you.
The ultimate.
Test cricket is the ultimate.
And one more question I wanted to ask you is, I have heard from many cricketing conversations that you were a very handy all-rounder. The day when you would not fire with the ball, you would chip in with the bat. And the day when you would not bat, you would come handy with the ball. So, can you tell us that, was that from beginning you wanted to be an all-rounder, or was that later on, because you took a 10-wicket haul on your debut?
Yeah.
So you wanted to be a bowler, or then initially later on you became an all-rounder?
I'll tell you very frankly, I was a wicket keeper first. For Khalsa College, my first year in college, I kept wickets because Khalsa didn't have any wicket keeper. And I used to keep wickets for tennis ball. So my sir over there, he said, why don't you keep?
Okay.
That was a disaster, let me tell you. Because my first year at Dadar Union, it was a disaster.
Exactly.
That's where I gave up wicket keeping. Then basically I was a batsman.
Correct.
I was to bat number 4,
So before you made your debut for India, you were known to be a batsman?
No, when I started playing cricket, I was a number 4 bat. Dilip used to bat number 6 for university.
Bowling thing happened.
This bowling thing happened because this 10-over thing came, in club cricket. Earlier, it was 50 overs, 2 bowlers at Dadar Union used to bowl 25 overs. They didn't allow anyone else to, bowl. So the MCA made a rule saying that Why they should only bowl 25 overs each? So that rule was made. So 5 bowlers, 10 overs. So Dadrian didn't have any bowlers that time.
So
that's how I started bowling medium pace.
So the captain told you that.
Yes. That's how I developed my medium pacer. But in college, I used to bowl leg spin all the time. I used to bat and bowl leg spinners. So that I continued, later on.
And one more thing I have heard is you rescued many games for Mumbai. So can you tell us a few games where your contribution came in very handy for the team?
Quite a few actually, but one game I remember is a Wills Trophy semi-final. Or a final. I don't remember whether it was semi-final or a final. It was against Haryana when Yog and Kapil were there. And we needed 28 runs and me and Ashok were batting. I came at around 6 or 7. We needed 28 runs in 3 overs. 18 balls, 28 runs. And Kapil had 2 and Yog had 1. So that Yog over was, I got 18 runs, So 2 overs, 10 runs. That time, yes. And that was in Indore, I remember this. And we won easily later on.
Correct.
And Ashok was not out, I was not out. I was not out 20 runs out of the 28 and Ashok was 60 odd not out. A very memorable game in Indore.
So those are the few matches, that makes a player's image, which people still remember. The cricket lovers still remember.
True.
Is there any message you want to give to the young cricketers who are pursuing?
I mean, work hard, maintain your fitness, learn the skills of the game, these which are very important now, and don't give your wicket away. Yes, play.
Not to be wayward in life.
Yeah, the wayward is there. That's if you are disciplined, you won't go wayward anytime. If you are disciplined, if you know where you have a line not to be crossed, you are okay. I feel, use your money properly, use your finances properly. Save for tomorrow, and invest them properly.
Correct. That's the very important advice. And sir, one last question: after you got retired from cricket, what were the other stints in cricket you had? Other roles you took up. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, but after cricket, I worked very hard in my company, Nirlons.
Yeah.
Then I worked for Sungrace Mafatlal. I was in charge of one factory in Kalyan. After the company closed down, I was a cricket in charge of CCI, Cricket Club of India. I did a stint of coaching. I passed level 2. Of BCCI, and I was coaching the under 15, under 14 team of Mumbai. I did that for 4 years.
Which year exactly?
That was, I tell you, from 2003 to 2006.
You have been
when Ajinkya was the
Mumbai coach. Also.
Yeah. Under 15.
At that time, students.
Ajinkya was the one, Sarvesh Damle was there, Ajinkya was there. Quite a few, who were on the brink of playing for Mumbai, but Ajinkya crossed all the barriers.
When you look at him, you get that feeling of that traditional red ball player.
Yes. I remember one game when we were bowled out very, very poorly, under 15 game against Maharashtra at Elf, and they got the lead. Big lead, Maharashtra. And in the second innings, Sarvesh and Ajinkya were not out. We drew the game. Ajinkya got 150 not out and Sarvesh got 118 not out in that game. So that was the quality they had. Unfortunately, Sarvesh didn't match that level, but Ajinkya went ahead.
But Sarvesh still plays at club level. That is his passion.
Yeah.
We have seen him many a times in the BCCI tournament. Still playing.
Correct.
And sir, you also had a stint with BCCI.
Oh, that was a fantastic spell for me. 8 years handling Indian cricket. I was operations manager for the team and quite a lot of things I did for the Indian team.
You went with the World Cup also you were part of that
Yes,
team,
I was the host tournament director for the 2011 World Cup. I was the tournament director for the 2013 Women's World Cup,
Correct.
which was held in India. And that stint was awesome. Traveled all over the cricket playing nations, met so many people, still have contacts with them, and still communicate with them. So it's a good thing. Made so many friends, with the associations in India as well as all the cricketing boards of the world.
Correct. So thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.